This is Kathy Beal of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for the 2026 Cancer New Moon. The new moon takes place on July 14th, 2026 at 2:43 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 5:43 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 9:43 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, at 21 degrees Cancer, 59 minutes. This year's Cancer New Moon is refreshing our relationship to home and security. They've been much on our mind and our conversations for weeks, and now we parlay them into something more. The moon comes in the midst of a Mercury retrograde that's immersing us in memories and matters involving family, nurturing, and how safe we feel. The experience will have lasting impact. Watermarks from the retrograde are all over the seeds, goals, and approaches arising now. Spoiler, no one's willing to settle. A new moon is always a time of beginning, whether that's creating something new or moving an existing project or idea into another phase. This event is, paradoxically, drawing very much from the past as it turns focus to the future. Emotions are tender and raw and brimming with nostalgia with the moon in her home sign of Cancer. We've been floating in its waters for weeks. Mercury retrograde in Cancer has been stirring memories and wistfulness for the way things were, which may, of course, not have been as we're remembering them. It's bringing emotional pain to the surface, highlighting baseline insecurities, reconnecting family, if only in our thinking, and inviting clearing up misunderstandings, hurt, and confusion. It's used feelings as the filter for processing information, adding even more potential for muddying and misunderstanding to the usual Mercury retrograde snarls, while also lighting up or heightening emotional factors lurking in every situation. It's made us aware of what and who we miss and what and who we want to nurture. It's made us aware of what or who doesn't feel good or safe, and of what we want to take with us. Those Mercury retrograde impressions and sensations, memories, and realizations are flowing into the new moon and molding the moon and its aftermath with the power that only water has, relentless, finding a route no matter what, and ultimately reshaping whatever it has touched. Retrograde Mercury has just delivered emotional clarity from conjunctions to the sun and the moon in the past few days. It's still with the pair at the new moon. Take advantage of their teamwork. They're going to be affecting you, so make the effort to participate with them. Find a comfy place in your home. Just sit. Just be. Notice emotions bubbling up, floating past, circling around you. Be aware of the input they've been giving the past couple of weeks. How have you been feeling? Who and what have you been concerned about? What have you been missing? Raise your hand if you've been listening to music from your teens. You're not alone. How does any of this play into what you want to cultivate? What you see starting and growing now? Note where things don't feel good or safe. Are you going to let situations roll off your back? Unlikely. No matter how complacent or agreeable or peacemaking you've been in the past, the days of putting up with are over. The moon's square to Eris is demanding that we shake things up. Stand up to family. Insist that home situations change. Take uncomfortable, daring action that draws attention to your emotional needs. You'll disrupt the status quo and create an opening for better conditions. There's support for that. Mercury retrograde may have this new moon dripping with awareness of the past, but the event is brimming with possibilities for the future. One is Chiron, newly in earthbound Taurus, and cooperating with the Pisces North Node to soothe and heal our values and relationship with resources, money, food, and our bodies. Issues with the economy and food supply may be affecting our sense of safety and security, and therefore this moon's focus. Chiron's link to the North Node opens pathways to forgiveness, compassion, and dissolving some of our physical woes. Another is the rush toward the future being fueled by expansive, generous Jupiter 1 day from joining the outer planet configuration at 4 degrees of fire and air. He's been turning up the power of this circuitry since entering Leo at the end of June, and is now beginning to put a lid on the configuration and turn it into a basket. The basket is rewiring our outlooks and thinking, as well as our relationship to spirit, to technology and community, and to our own self-expression. The lights of the future are turning on and will only burn brighter. They don't have an off switch. Bask in their warmth and glow, and set your hearts accordingly. You'll learn more about this in my forecast for the month of July, which is at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Beal, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio and TV on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. I also host lively conversation on Facebook on the page Empowerment Unlimited and in the group The Astro Insight Lounge. I post on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads at K.A. Beal, and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel.